Happy greetings, everyone. I'm Crystal Forman, the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health, where we make healthy living easy, nutritious, delicious, and fun, with a focus on plant based food and meditation to help you live a healthier, compassionate, and more vibrant life. Today, we're making a fennel and potato soup using fresh produce from our family and farmerly friends at Moon Valley Farm. So all of the produce I'm using today came from the CSA produce boxes, and we last week we received fennel. So I'm going to use the fennel today, and in this week's box we received beautiful white onion, which I've already diced in half, some poblano peppers, some scallions, and fresh garlic. So we also have the potatoes are from last week's box. So I'm just combining those two to make this dish. I am doing this more intuitively based on what I have available. And I will have to type up a recipe later because I'm actually making this as we go. So I always encourage you to look to see what you have available and see what you can create based on what you have. And this is what I have today. And if you have your CSA shares, then you also have the same thing. And if you're not part of the Moon Valley Farm CSA, you can go to any farmer's market, pretty much anywhere. Everyone has fennel pretty much all year long, as well as potatoes. So I'm going to turn on my skillet here and get it heated up. I'm also using vegan butter today, so I'm going to put in about half a cup, which is a lot, of plant-based butter. You can use whichever brand you want to use. If you're here live, definitely say hi. I can see we're broadcasting on our Facebook page as well as our YouTube channel at Holistic Wellness and Health, and also on my personal page. So definitely say hi to me. I am going to go in and put all of this butter in. So this is going to make it super rich and creamy. You can also use vegan margarine or any plant-based oil you want to use for this. You can even use grapeseed oil, but I just want this to be a nice creamy dish. So our butter is melting right now. While that is melting, I will show you. So this is a poblano pepper. It is a little spicy. Some are spicier than others. I did taste this just before going on camera, and this has like a nice kick to it. So I decided to only use half of pepper. So I've already diced that up, and I've used half of an onion. I'm going to dice up the rest of our potatoes here. So we have white potato and 4 medium white potatoes. Would be great for this. And we're just going to dice it up. So if you have any questions, of course, you can ask. Hey, Cousin Eliza, I love you too. Thanks for chiming in and tuning in and letting me know you are here with me. Because you're watching from the YouTube channel. Cool. Nice. So I'm just going to dice up our potatoes here. And our butter is just about melted. So I'm going to go and put our diced onion and pepper right in our pan here. So if you're sensitive like me, you want to just dice up your onions near cold water or start with a cold onion so that you're not crying. You're going to let that get nice and brown. And I'm actually not going to use this potato here because I've already, for time's sake, steamed these. So there's 3 white potatoes here already diced and kind of like tender. It's not super soft, but it's tender. And that'll just make the cooking process a little faster for us since we're on camera. I'm also going to open up this garlic. So this whole garlic bulb came from Moon Valley Farm as well. Just peel off the layers. And this is a hard neck garlic, so it's hard in the center. Just get your thumb in there and break it open. There we go. Almost there. There we go. And so for this recipe, I think I'm just going to use a couple of the cloves from this bowl. And y'all see this a little better too. So just taking all this paper part off. And we have our cloves here. These are nice size cloves. I think I'm just going to do 2 cloves of garlic diced. So yeah, when you're doing intuitive cooking, you could just kind of look to see what you have available and kind of judge like how much of whatever flavor you want in your dish. So I'm just going to dice this up nicely. And because my family likes their soup a little chunky, so you could just do just like this and serve it, but I'm going to blend some of it. And so it's going to be like super creamy. The potatoes are going to make it creamy as well. And then leave some of it as chunks. If you want it super creamy, you can blend all of it. Okay, so let's get this in. As always, if you're watching the replay, let me know that as well. And you can also ask questions and put comments in the section. And if you want me to get back to you, just tag either me, tag my name, Crystal Forman, or tag Holistic Wellness and Health. Make sure I actually see the comment and I can get back to you. It just doesn't have to be finely diced or minced because this is going to get blended, putting it right in our pan here. And now our fennel. So some people look at this and like they're not used to cooking with fennel. So fennel, because of the way it grows, it does collect a lot of soil. So I'm going to cut it lengthwise and try to get as much soil. I have a bowl of water here, so I'm going to just put it in there to like kind of shake out any soil that's there. Cool thing is that Moon Valley Farm is an organic farm, so if you get a little soil, it's okay. It's just good to wash overall, though. So slicing lengthwise, this actually is not too soiled here. Good to see. So I'm going to pick out this outer layer here, the brown parts. And fennel smells a lot like licorice. It has a delicious smell. You can eat it raw. Some people put it right in their salad. You just bite right into this. It's delicious. We're going to use some of the fronds or the green parts as well as the bulb. But we're going to get the bulb in and get that sauteed up, as well as part of this stalk here, just because it's a little firm. So we want to get that in our pan. And this smells great. So you can use this as a topping on a lot of different dishes. It's completely up to you and what you want to do with that part. I'm going to remove just the brown parts of our fennel here. And this makes great soup stock. So I could actually put this in the freezer until I'm actually ready to make my soup stock. And we're just going to slice it up, and then I'm going to put it in the water and just try to agitate any soil that might be in here out. And then we'll strain that water off and get it right into our pan here. Our onions and garlic looking really good. I will tilt, or I'll show you all everything that's in there in a moment. Thanks for the thumbs up, everyone. You definitely feel free to share this video with others. I definitely encourage everyone to continue to use farm fresh produce and support your local farms as well. Hi, Miss Adrian. Good to see you here as well. Thanks for saying something. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. So we're going to put all of this right in our bowl. Just going to kind of agitate that a little bit. Make sure get as much soil off as possible, and then I'm just going to strain this really quickly and get it right in there with everything else. So I am still here with you all. Off too. So does anyone have any questions about anything? Let's get this in. I'm going to bring my blender over. You can see this is browning nicely. The onions are browning. And now we're going to add in our potatoes. So I'm just going to add our diced potatoes right into our frying pan here. And I'm going to add in some flavoring. So this is the liquid or like soft paste of bouillon. So I have just 1 teaspoon here. Add that right in here. And because I'm adding this, I do not need to add any salt or any additional sodium at all. So I'm using this in place of veggie broth. I'm going to add in about a cup of water. And then I'll also have some coconut milk, some oat milk, creamy oat milk here that we're going to add to this. But I'm going to let this cook for just a few minutes. And I'm going to go get the blender. So this won't take too long to cook because I've already had the potatoes cooking some. And I have this on high heat right now. And I'm going to go get the blender base real quick. And I'll be right back on right here. And also, when I started the camera, I know y'all were looking, and I was actually starting another camera too. So I'm going to do some editing for a change and have some extra angles for you all. So give me one moment. But while I'm talking, so at the end of this video, I'm going to put a link in the comment section, and it's going to be a link to a collaboration that I had with the Veg Box, Maryland, Chef Roberta Lowe. So we are collaborating on doing some vegan Thanksgiving meals this year. I know a lot of people have been asking me to do it for quite a while. So we're actually going to get this going. So the page just went live today. You can place your orders. This will be for family of 4. The pickup location will be the Impact Hub Baltimore, and you will get your choice of appetizer, either butternut squash soup or a kale and cranberry salad. You can also have your choice for the main of a turkeyless loaf or a beefless Wellington. And we also will have some delicious rolls with a choice of dessert, either sweet potato pie or pound cake. And we'll have some string beans, with a choice of candy yams or mashed potatoes. We'll also have some cornbread stuffing. So a full course meal for 4 people for the introductory price right now is $75.99. So that's the early bird price. So you can put in your order starting today. And I will get you all that link, but it is holistic-wellnessandhealth.com/vegan Thanksgiving, vegan-Thanksgiving dinner. Yes. So if you're interested and like, I don't want to cook this year, we have you covered. So that's looking good. I also did cut up some of these scallions here, and I'm going to put them on the soup at the end. So while that is cooking, I'm actually going to go on and add in our creamy oat milk. You can easily make your own oat milk. I have a recipe on the website. So put this right in. And one way to keep it nice and creamy is to not filter your oat milk. You can also buy creamy oat milk. There are a few brands out there that actually make a very nice creamy oat milk. And one is Planet Oat oat milk. So you can try that one. Does anyone have any questions about anything as we're going along? Awesome. So I'm just checking out the other camera as well. So let's see what else is going on. I will be updating the web page as well for events. Just confirmed several more events for October as well as November, and I think I'll go and put December events on there as well. So by tomorrow, all of that should be tomorrow evening updated with all of the upcoming events. The link for the vegan dinners are live now. We're only doing a limited number, so definitely grab onto that as well, especially if you're in the Laurel, DC, Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland area. So this is starting to get creamy already. I'm going to let you all see this. Yes, you can see a lot of steam coming off as well. So I'm going to actually do this in batches here. So I have my blender here. If you don't have a blender, you can use a potato masher and actually go like old school with it. You can also use a food processor and still do it in batches. Whenever you're using, like putting hot liquids inside of a blender, you like you leave room for the air, for the heat to actually escape, so it doesn't make a big mess. Some of this right in here. And we're going to do some of that liquid in it as well for the blending. And once we blend it, we can actually put it right back into our pot here. I'm going to take some more. I want to just somewhat chunky, not super chunky. So I'm going to let the steam escape from here, and I'm going to start it on low for blending. And I'm also going to add just about half a teaspoon of black pepper right in here. I'm just going to let it cook a little longer. Does anyone have any questions about anything? So this, you can eat this just like this, nice and blended, nice and creamy. Or you can eat it just like this, nice and chunky. But we are going to do a blend of both. So I'm actually going to add just some more. Because I didn't add a whole lot to this, I can sort of add it right into this container right here. If I was making a bigger batch, then I would pour some of this out of the blender to make room, but this is good. Just a few more. Okay. So if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please make sure you do. I'm actually going to start this up just one more time. I'm going to let my family taste some of this exactly like this, but I'm going to put some of it right back in here as well. And this is going to make it super creamy here. So you don't have to add a lot of fat if you don't want to. I did use quite a bit of butter, but you don't have to do that. This is a cholesterol-free dish, so that's good. This is a nice, like, great fall and even spring meal. Eat it just like this. I'm going to have it served with crackers for my family, but you can serve it with some nice rolls or bread or cornbread. And look at how creamy that is. Super filling, creamy, delicious, and ready to be enjoyed. So I'm actually going to put some in this bowl here. And I'm going to just put a few scallions on top. And there you are. So this is our intuitively cooked potato and fennel soup using beautiful produce from my farmerly friends at Moon Valley Farm. Make sure you also check out their Facebook page and everything that they have going on as well. It's a great farm. They have a lot of great education going on as well. So definitely make sure, whether you're in Maryland or not, you support your local farmers. They actually do deliver, Moon Valley Farm delivers in a wide range of Maryland, Central Maryland and Western Maryland. So it's definitely worth checking them out if you're in this area. If you are anywhere else in the country or even in the world, definitely support your local farmers and support local economy. So I'm Crystal Forman. I'm the owner of Holistic Wellness and Health. Make sure you check out the links. I'll be providing them soon for the vegan dinners. If you're not able to purchase, share it with others. They might be interested as well. And just making life easier for everyone for Thanksgiving as well. You have to do all the cooking and cleaning yourselves. So I will see you all later. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to ask, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Take care, peace, and blessings, everyone. And let me actually let you all see this a little closer up here. Oh, and these fronds, we can actually put on as a topping too. So I didn't put too much in here to make it like super green, but we could actually blend this in as well. Let's do it this way. Yum.